Alrighty, here we go with the conclusion of the 2008 Wild Card Series. We've got a pair of Game 5s, both coming from the Fire Conference. Here on Herons and the Spokane Sasquatches, we expected a pretty tough series here, as this is the third time they met in 4 years, and we're going to get a decisive Game 5, and then division rivals Milwaukee Mobsters and the St. Louis Steam also on to 5 games. And I believe the home team has won every game in that series, so it's back in St. Louis. See if Milwaukee can buck the trend or if St. Louis will move on. So let's get into the matchups here. Oh, I think we can just start the games. Let's do it. So on the mound for the Sasquatches in Game 5 is Joey Johnson. He's bounced around to a couple teams. He's been a fixture in the league since the first season, I want to say. I think he was an inaugural draft pick, one of the higher picks, actually.
Yeah, I think he was one of the higher picks. I picked him up in free
I
agency.
think he was the 1-3. I think he was Indiana's pick, or Indianapolis, excuse me. And George Reed going for the Herons. So here in a big Game 5. And so far, both pitchers doing their jobs. Hitless through 1. Jesse Wilkes taking the mound for the St. Louis Steam against the Mobsters. He's going to be facing Javon Cooper. As Wilkes gets a quick 1-2-3 in the first inning. Leadoff walk for the Steam. And St. Louis strikes first. Frank Danzig with a sac fly, and then Mike Anderson singles to drive in bail. 2-0 St. Louis. Sasquatch is on the board first as well. Manny Perez doubles and drives in Mike Batchelor. 1-0 going to the top of the third in that game. So both home teams strike first here. Tony Aponte singles for the Mobsters, driving late in, so they get one back. They trail 2-1 going to the bottom of the second. Sasquatches get another one. Adam Bechara hits a solo homer in the third. 2-0. St. Louis had second and third with one down, but the Mobsters got out of the inning unscathed. The game stays 2-1 going to the top of the third. Javi Guzman doubles the lead off for the Mobsters. And a single by Jim Harris puts runners in the corners with nobody out. And Jose Hernandez singles to tie the game. Guzman scores 2-2. Corey Goodman hits a sacrifice fly. That's going to drive in Harris. The Mobsters take the lead in the third inning, 3-2. Schmidt adds a double, so 4-2. They extend the lead. 2 down, man on second. That will be the end of the inning. Neil Lighton will ground out, but not before the Mobsters put up 3 more runs and take the 4-2 lead. Joey Johnson's back out there for the 7th inning. 6 innings pitched so far. Shutout baseball. Two on, 1 out for the Herons. Johnson gets out of the jam. 7 scoreless. And back-to-back doubles by the Sasquatches drives in a run. J.J. June scores on the Manny Perez double. They're up 3-0. They've extended the lead here in Game 5. 6 outs remaining for the Herons to try to tie this thing up. Joey Johnson still on the mound, 7.2 innings pitched. He's pitching beautifully, and they're sticking with him. And he's through 8 innings. So 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th in Spokane. On to the 9th we go. Eddie Sanchez in relief. Gives up a leadoff double to Chris Gentry. Grounded by Pat Farrow, moves the runner to third. 1 down. Victor Campos walks, so tying run coming to the plate here in Rivera. He's going to single. It's going to drive in Gentry, so 3-1. Tying runner first. That's going to do it. Sasquatches and Eddie Sanchez close the door. And the Sasquatches take Game 5, and they're going to move on to the Divisional Championship Series. As they eliminate the reigning 2007 TBL champions in the Huron Herons.
They get over the Huron hump. They've eliminated me 3 times.
Mobsters are up 4-2, and St. Louis is down to their final 6 outs. Javon Cooper's pitched pretty well, only giving up the 2 runs, still in there in the 8th inning. Anderson walks, going to bring up Mullins. That's going to force a pitching change. Mike Harold's in the game. He's going to get Mullins swinging, so on to the top of the ninth we go. Milwaukee 4, St. Louis 2. Last chance for George and the St. Louis team. Let's see if they have any magic up their sleeve here in Game 5. Leadoff single by Chad Irving. And a single by Taylor, so first and third, nobody out. Alex Pollan's going to fly out. 1 down. Craig Seaman strikes out swinging. Pinch hitter for St. Louis, and Danny Ormsteen single is going to drive in Irving 4-3. Tying runs on second, but that is going to do it. Milwaukee hangs on in the 9th inning in Game 5, and they get the road win, and they're going to move on to the Divisional Championship Series as well. So we'll have to look at the standings here real quick and see who faces who. I don't know if it's right in the game. It's always messed up in the game, but it's going to be. See, Kingston was the best team.
Kingston was 1 overall.
So they are going to face Milwaukee. Milwaukee's going to travel to Kingston, and actually, you have the worst record, don't you? So Spokane's going to travel to Kingston. Milwaukee's going to travel to San Diego.
All right. Who's the other team? Who are they facing?
I think I said it in chat the other day, but on the other side, it's let's go back to the standings.
Oh.
Right, it's Boston. Boston with 83 wins is going to face New Orleans.
Yep. Okay.
And then we have Las Vegas going to face Montreal.
Alrighty.
So, all right, yeah. If we get all the exports in, I know some people have exported already. We'll sim later tonight, I guess, right? And if not, we'll do it tomorrow in the morning.
Everybody exports. We'll get it out.
All right, man.
All right.
Congrats to the winners.
Everybody.